Hello everyone, I'm Betty and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am a conscious channel and educator, channeling activations and divine messages for the collective. Hope you're all enjoying your summer and getting a little bit of time to relax and enjoy. So I found July's reset a bit amusing. Especially the last 2 weeks. It had everyone dropping things, running into walls, and tripping. No matter where I went, I was met with a lot of blank stares as people tried to speak or recall information. I even found myself writing backwards from left to right, which felt very multi-dimensional, but at the same time was making more work for me. So during these resets, it takes time to integrate and assimilate before coming back online. And this can span from a couple of days to a couple of weeks, and it's different for everyone. So there's really nothing to do but just have a sense of humor and try to get some rest during this time. We've definitely been riding the crazy train this summer as our frontal lobe is being rewired, which explains the loss of motor control, language, and memory loss. And with this reset comes a new level of heightened focus and concentration. So you might actually feel yourself being more focused on whatever you're working on and wondering how you're getting it done so quickly, which is pretty good. Can't complain about that. Our olfactory nerve is also receiving an upgrade, so you may be smelling scents that are not physically present. And if you are picking up on scents, pay attention. A perfume smell can signal a divine presence, and they are indescribably beautiful if you smell them, while other scents will offer you clues or messages. And they're showing me Toucan Sam from the Fruit Loops cereal, and they're going, follow your nose. So if you don't happen to make an immediate connection when you smell something, like a crossover loved one, then look up the spiritual meaning of what you're smelling. You may find something that resonates with you, giving you insight. So for instance, I'll smell rotten fish if something is suspicious or isn't right. If I smell something that's burning, it can represent a warning or a spiritual purification. Or if I smell cake, it usually represents someone's birthday. Everything holds meaning to it. So whatever you're smelling, if it's not physically present, look it up if you don't connect immediately. So during these major resets, we tend to lose loved ones. Many have chosen to pass at this time. It was in their contract, and we are going to lose people in mass. Just so, and I'm sure you've all noticed how many are passing. I've had so many families, friends, and clients all sharing who they've recently lost. And we've also seen it in the news as well, with many entertainers passing, like Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, and Lonnie Anderson. And every day I turn the computer on, I see someone else who has passed. So this will continue throughout the month of August. But please don't worry. Those that have crossed over are pretty happy that they're not in pain anymore. And they're enjoying remembering what higher consciousness feels like. And know that they haven't left us, you. They're just not visible. They're simply vibrating at a higher frequency now that most cannot perceive. They are able to experience the earth plane. They see, feel, and hear you, often sending you signs to let them know that they're okay. And that can be pennies, feathers, birds. It's unique to everyone, but those are the ones they usually like to come across with. Just remember, they're still with us. They're just moved on to the next level of consciousness. So okay. So August will continue to be a mixed bag of light codes, resets, deaths, and more unraveling systems. While there's a lot going on energetically in August, the two main events I want to talk about are the Lionsgate and the next vibrational reset. The Lionsgate is a Stargate opening that runs from July 28th to August 12th, with the peak being on August 8th. For me, this is one of the most magical times of the year. It is the Egyptian New Year, which celebrates the flooding of the Nile. It's a time of abundance and manifestation. And the Stargate aligns with our sun and Sirius, bringing us major upgrades each year, while awakening our galactic memories at the same time. And during this period, we tend to receive very blissful and loving energies. I know I look forward to this time of the year because I can always count on it to be very uplifting. So make sure to get outside and soak up some of those codes that are coming in, those upgrades. The date also relates to abundance. And it offers opportunities for spiritual enlightenment and good fortune. So if you're a manifester, this passageway is an excellent time to bring your desires into fruition. So take advantage of it. And now the second event is another light infused reset from August 28th to September 2nd. We will experience an accelerated jump in consciousness that will awaken dormant codes and, again, heighten our abilities. This is a timeline split, so you want to pay attention to consciously create your reality, making sure that you lean into love and peace and infinite possibilities, rather than falling into the trap of fear and despair. I know there are many psychics out there predicting war, destruction, and false narratives. Again, this is the timeline split. And those that predict this, just know that that's what they're seeing. They're not that they're wrong. It's that's what they're perceiving on that timeline. But what we want you to know is you have a choice. And the dark wants you to know that you don't have a choice. They want you to believe that that is your only option. So the more we lean into the light, the more the dark narratives will dissolve. And this doesn't have to be a difficult transition. It's only difficult, again, if you believe it has to be. So keep in mind, keep that high vibe and consciously create your thoughts. What are you thinking? If you start to feel like you're leaning to, oh my God, everything is a mess and this is horrible, simply self-correct yourself, delete, and then replace it with a positive thought. This is really important at this time. In fact, we did a whole community forum on this, about how to master your mind and connect with the infinite. So it's really important at this time, that you watch your thoughts, what you're thinking. This reset will also cause mental instability with certain individuals that are on the edge, unfortunately. And we have been witnessing that with shootings, stabbings, and conflict. Unfortunately, in August, we will see more of the same. those that have dementia, nervous disorders, and heart issues are also at risk at passing, as they simply cannot handle the frequency of the higher consciousness that's coming in. So again, they're being pushed to the edge. You may also feel extremely tired and emotional during the reset. So just honor your feelings, and if you're tired, take a nap. Just common sense. That's all, it's all you need to do is however you're feeling, honor that. If you need to take a break, take a break. And then just feel what you're feeling and then let them go. These higher vibrational codes are also being infused into our food and water. So what we're eating and drinking, we're also absorbing and activating these new codes into our cellular memory. These codes will support us as we transform from the inside out. It's our alchemy. So as we move from the carbon-based to the crystalline body. Gaia, along with us, is also shifting from the inside out. With the Russian 8.8 earthquake, then triggering a volcano, and then the tsunami warning. It's that ripple effect that's going to be happening. And if you were paying attention, you noticed that the tsunami thankfully never hit, even though we had the warnings. But that energy went somewhere. And what I was shown was that instead of coming up and rippling with the water, it went underneath. The energy went underneath, under the tectonic plates, which undermines their stability. So this is something that we, especially on the West Coast, have to pay attention to, because as that undermines those plates, there's going to be movement. And again, it can set off the volcanoes, earthquakes, and it's like dominoes. It's just like dominoes. Because I actually staying here in California for a while, we had 2 days after the Russian earthquake, we had a 4.5 in Southern California. And I can tell you, it was only 10 miles from me, and the house was rocking. And I'm from New York, and honestly, I never get used to it. I get sick every time we have an earthquake, as Gaia is purging all the dark distortions and traumas that she has held, for eons. So that's being let go of. We can expect hurricanes on the East Coast. Again, they were highlighting Florida, and the Carolinas for me, but that also has a tendency to work its way up the coast. So I feel that, we're going to have the hurricanes there, and then Florida especially, I see a lot of flooding. The light workers and galactics are working on these areas to help dispel the magnitude of these occurrences. But this is part of our past, so we will see them to one degree or another. And you may also sense your body changing as the tectonic plates change. So you'll, just like I feel it, the more attuned you are, the more you'll feel like, oh, I feel like something's going to happen. Or the moment it happens, you go, oh my God, this was just released. I felt this happening. So you'll feel those physical events come. Yeah, thank you. They're reminding me how the animals are so attuned to the earth that if you notice, they'll leave an area if an earthquake is coming, or they feel, the weather patterns, they will just leave. Being from the East Coast, I noticed that every time we had storm or hurricane, the birds were just gone. they knew, they just left. So it's that same kind of thing. You'll feel that transformation. And I'm not here to put fear out there to anybody. This is just a heads up to educate yourself and be prepared as best you can. And focus, if you do have a warning in any way, shape, or form, focus and put your light out there for the best and highest outcome in all scenarios. Again, you have the ability to create a better outcome, and the more of us that do that, the easier we'll pass through all of this. We create our own reality, so make sure you're choosing your thoughts, words, and actions carefully so we can fully align in that new crystalline timeline. So, yes, so that's what they want this month. Make sure you're doing that. Let me just check if there's anything else they want to talk about. Slow down. They're saying above all this month, slow down and be as present as possible, because a lot is going to be happening and you need to be in that place of presence to see clearly. Okay, thank you. All right, in September's Community of Masters, we're going to be discussing the crystalline transformation of the throat chakra. Our honored guests will be Archangel Michael and Master El Moira. We will be speaking on what shifting and guide you in removing any blockages, so you may express your authentic voice. And if you'd like to join the next forum on September 7th, all the details are on my website and they're listed in the description box below. And as always, I offer private one-on-one sessions with the masters, and we always go into depth for whatever you want to take a look at and where you're having issues with. So again, that's on the website. August light language activations are for the Sirian memory codes and upgrades. So what we're receiving during this passageway of the Lionsgate, we're going to activate that today. All right. Okay, let us begin. Yaharia hasutanai bora ayania kia asuiante arenya kaya yanenia desirinia uroyania kaenia arana yaba ura aase tu arenya miasu ne aturama ae suri te inya tu arana da arinya ayarana suye tu arani napu ura asu iniaka ura sipi ita uranya sirian kariatea iwara la hama utu yambia hanan yuhratea maaru sorry pitiante sorry neaka Yaraniato sua yaniaturia bahura tanea yaria kuriana yasa aiharania nehoria piata yala hale tia piornia tusu naharenia piakura pa asune te ahayama yekana na te biahana na ya pia urotiana na kharanya reria poria na yese tu kambare ateneaka yana ya kia uria setia wa anuka mahora khatapia sturia Dianea, Aranea Korea to Sunintiasu, Rea tia Puria Nasu, Bakuraneala, Nenia Kuyana Kiasu, Derianaya Kuria, Suyaneaka. Daria tusunaya maku ureanaya suyayata sorianaya kiepasu. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing August, and I will see you next time. Take care.